This is your Weather Extreme video for Sunday, June the 7th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks for tuning in. There's a look at the Skycam from Birmingham from the Alpha Skycam network at ABC 3340, and a little bit of high cirrus clouds allowing for a little bit of a pinkish sunrise across central Alabama. On the surface map, we have high pressure over the eastern third of the country. And while the map shows a bit of a weak front across the southeastern U.S., we're not seeing much in the way of weather along that front. The big factor is primarily that we have a ridge that has allowed temperatures to warm nicely. Tuscaloosa reached 92 yesterday and Birmingham reached 90. And across the north-central part of the United States, we have a nice trough that is moving through that area, and that has prompted the Storm Prediction Center to outlook ahead of that front an enhanced risk in the vicinity of Chicago and just to the south of that, as well as a slight risk extending back from eastern Colorado all the way back into the Great Lakes region. On day one, that's today, of course, Monday, the slight risk continues ahead of that front for day two, which is Monday. And then on day three, Tuesday, the front makes its way down into the southeastern U.S., and we see that there's a marginal risk we might see an isolated strong to severe storm. The temperatures across central Alabama this morning, once again, generally in the 60s across the region. Again, we had some nice toasty temperatures yesterday. QPF-wise, we're looking at rainfall amounts over the next 5 days, valid through 12Z on Friday morning. We're looking at rainfall amounts possibly as much as 1 to 1.5 inches of rain. And the tropics, the Atlantic Basin is rather quiet. We do have some cloudiness across the Atlantic Basin, but nothing in the way of organized activity. And then in the Eastern Pacific, we have Blanca, and Blanca is now beginning to diminish. It was a major hurricane yesterday. It is now expected to dip back to tropical storm status as it approaches Baja, and will be approaching Baja Sunday afternoon and into early Monday morning. All right, as we head out to the 06Z GFS model run, there's a look at our map for today, our surface map for today, and thanks to the ridge aloft and the trough that's just off the East Coast, we're seeing some sinking motion, so it looks like, once again, like yesterday, showers should be pretty hard to find, but we might see an isolated shower or two. The trough moves in on Monday, and that dampens the ridge considerably on Monday, so I think temperatures fall back a little bit, and that'll be nice. The front approaches through the Ohio River Valley on Monday. On Tuesday, we see that the trough has moved over into the eastern U.S., and that should drag the front down into the southeastern U.S., where the front is expected to wash out on Wednesday. So once again, Tuesday I think is the best day for some numerous showers to be occurring around the area. So hopefully your yard will get some much needed rain. Wednesday, the trough, the major trough has moved past New England and allowing a bit of a trough to hang back as the ridge builds back into the central U.S., and so that means we'll probably have to keep some showers, scattered showers, as a possibility in the forecast as we head into the latter part of the week. Now, the GFS on Thursday is beginning to show the ridge building back ahead of that next trough coming out of the Rockies. But on Friday, it's now orienting the ridge a little differently than it was yesterday, with a really strong southerly fetch coming out of the western Gulf, and that means a pretty good flow of moisture coming up into the lower Mississippi River Valley, so we'll have to watch that for development. By Saturday, we see that orientation of the ridge still in place, and even into Sunday, the orientation of that ridge is still in place, and that means that we can expect the possibility of that moisture staying into just to our west, but we'll have to keep showers in the forecast. And looking out into Voodoo Country, the maps indicate that we'll see a trend with the westerlies continuing to be pretty far to our north, and that should keep things pretty warm over the eastern half of the country. Well, that'll do it for the Weather Extreme video for this version. James Spann will be back with the next version first thing on Monday morning. In the meantime, stay tuned to the blog for later updates on our ever-changing Alabama weather.